Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotir gamaya, mrityor ma amritam gamaya, avir avir maeti, rudrayate dakshinam mukham, tena mam pahi nityam, tena mam pahi nityam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. Light us through and through, and ever protect us with thy loving presence. Om, peace, peace, peace to all beings everywhere. Well, thank you all for coming. Today we have I'd say like a double treat today. We have two for the price of one, you could say. Today, not only are we going to have Swami Sarvadevananda lecturing on the topic of Tantra, but also, for the first time, we have a new assistant minister for our Southern California Center, Swami Sumanasananda. If you break the name down in Sanskrit, Su means good, manas means mind, and Ananda means bliss. So one who has the bliss of a good mind. That's our Swami here today. So today we will have Swamiji speak for about 40 minutes, and then we're going to have Swami Sumanasananda, who is actually coming from, he was formerly in charge of the center in South Africa. And so he'll be coming on more of a regular basis here because he is the Swami, assistant Swami, now of our entire Southern California centers. So we welcome him so much. We're very happy that he's here with us today, making his first time in San Diego. So now I'd like to introduce Swami Sarvadevananda, who's the head of all of our centers, and ask him to come and speak on the topic of Tantra, the real ID.
Om Vishwa Rupasya Bharjasi Padme Padmalaya Shubhe Sarvatu Pahimam Devi Mahalakshmi Namastute. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Mother, you are the concept of the One who took the form of the universe. You are all auspicious Mother, residing in the lotus of devotee's heart. O Devi, kindly protect us from every direction. O Mother Mahalakshmi, great goddess of prosperity and knowledge, of education and power, I salute you again and again. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us. So nice to see you all after a long time. And as Swami Harinamananda said, we are very happy here that Swami Sumanasananda ji is with us. We'll talk about him later on. But now, our topic today. Our topic is real ID. We are talking about our real ID. Previously, that is Vedantic perspective. What is it real? That we hear all the time, no? What is our real ID? Not this one, but something else. Not this changeful aspect of body, mind, emotion, ego, intellect, but that which is unchanging, absolute reality. But Tantra is also one idea which is the practical Vedanta. No contradiction. We have some idea that Tantra and Vedanta are conflicting or contradictory. But as we read, we understand that one is called the Siddhanta Grantha, Vedanta, the conclusive philosophy. What is the conclusive ideal of our life, who we are, what is this universe? It's all Brahman. And what we see is all illusory. Yes, this changing universe we see. But the substratum on which this change is going on, that is unchanging. We are seeing some changes like a big screen where the projection of the movie is going on. We see all the changes. But that upon which it is changing, that is unchanging reality. That is the real I. That is me. Everything changing in us is momentarily happening one from the other to the other to the other continuously. So here, Vedantic perspective is that we are all that absolute real Brahman, Atman, unchanging, timeless, spaceless, causeless. But what we see then, this is called Maya. And this Maya is transitory, ever changing, ever fluctuating. And when knowledge comes, it does not disappear. So it is not that. Then what is this world? We in the Vedantic perspective, we say this identity, don't identify with this visible universe, because what you see is not real. Every day we see the same thing, but we are not seeing the same thing. We are seeing something which is one way, now it is changed to another. Every day we change, see the changes, that's why you don't understand this change. But if we look back up to 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, as look at each one of you, the camera, or your old photos, you know, you have changed. And the change didn't come in 1 second. It's every second is changing. So the Vedanta is very perfect. What is changing is not you. You cannot say, I am. Then tell me which I you are talking about. Was your 5 years photo, the person you were has been taken, that is you? Or today, now, this today's photograph taken, which is you? And if you say, this is me, then after 2 years, let me see. What is this? Oh, this is me. So all are you? How can it be you, which is all changing, and you are saying you? That's why Maya is illusory. It appears, but it is not so. That you see the water, but there is no water. It is all sandy bed. But it looks like that. That's why Vedanta says it looks like that. Don't get deluded with it. Don't get attached to it. It is not you. It is not you. It appears. You have relationship. You like it. You dislike it. You are loving. You are hating. You are angry. You are frustrated. All these things happening. It appears to be true. But it is not you. It is wrong. It is a wrong idea. Don't identify with that. Identify with that which you are saying, I, the constant I behind all changes, who is observing your childhood, who is observing your adulthood, which is observing your present age, and all the changes every day, what is happening. And that is like a scenario, all these movie things are going on in the mind, in the emotion, in the intellect, and in the external connection with that. But that unchanging I is the real ID. And we wrongly identify with our material ideas of me, my achievements, my failures, my success, my educational career, my professional career, and what is happening in the external world. We are all focused on that. Therefore, don't do that. Your real ID is that unchanging Atman. It is called Brahman. That is you. So here, the only point is that here everything is changing. Therefore, don't care and reject. Have the courage to say, it is changing, I don't care for it. It is mithya, illusory. Illusory means false, changing. I don't want it. So there is a question of reaching who you are, to understand that you have the power and also the energy to courage to say, not this, this is not, this is not, this is not. Whatever comes, pleasant, unpleasant, happy, or opposite of is suffering, pain, anguish. Not me. Get out. And I am not that. I am not that. But Tantra sees it in a different perspective, the same thing. No contradiction. We'll find that no contradiction. But Tantra, what Tantra says? This world you see, it is all mother's play. Where the mother comes from? That you call Maya? We bhaktas say Mahamaya, great mother. I say Maya. Maya is false. No. It is mother's play going on. It is Mahamaya playing. Where the Mahamaya comes from? Mahamaya is Brahman. With the Shakti it manifests. And he plays and dances in so many forms. All these changes are happening. It is the mother, is the divine. But mother is no separate from Brahman. That Maya is no more Maya here. Maya is to be rejected, but Mahamaya is to be accepted. This is all Mahamaya. Nothing to reject. It is mother has taken so many forms. Vedanta does not it say ultimately the same truth? After Brahma Jnana they say that everything is permeated by that only reality. Before seeing this table, you see Atman first, Swami Vivekananda said. So I am seeing Atman first. And then name and form is coming. But name and form cannot destroy your concept, understanding about the Atman which is behind. Because you have the knowledge, not this, I am Brahman. Ramakrishna said, step by step, go, reach the roof, and you say, this is the step, this is the roof. And when you go there and see, roof and the steps are made of the same, what you call, the ingredients. So what you see, I am seeing, it is all mother, it is all the divine. It is not to be rejected, it is to be enjoyed. It is the mother is playing. It is called the Leela. The philosophical distinction is this, that Maya is non-existing. It appears. But Mahamaya is a reality, as real as Brahman. As Brahman is real, this Mahamaya is also real. As the snake is real, snake's power to move in a wriggling motion is real. As the fire is there and the heat is there inherent in it, you cannot separate out. That is here Maya and Mahamaya has two aspects to be understood. One is an appearance. It has a beginning. Maya has a beginning. I do not know when it started. The day I was born in this world, I was in the Maya. And now it is continuing Maya for all of us. But Maya will break one day. When? When you are awakened into consciousness. Vedanta says, you know that you are not this and you are Atman. This Maya drops. Shankaracharya expressed that in a beautiful way. He says that Kaggatam, Kenamanitam, Kutralinam idam jagat. Kaggatam. Where did it go? Kaggatam, Kenavanitam. Who has stolen this perception of this universe as real? I was seeing it, I was feeling it, I was crying, I am weeping every day. Our life is what? Crying and weeping, little joy, little fun, and all the time. It is so real. Kaggatam, where did it vanish, disappear? Kenavanitam kutra leenam idam jagat, this world of diversity, which was confusing to me, perplexing me, kutra leenam, is dissolved into vapor as it were, like camphor. When you put camphor and burn it, what remains? When every burning is over, camphor is finished. The world has no existence for me. So, what did it? This is the question. Then, nothing remains. It is the truth only remains. Neither I, neither you, only one absolute reality. But when they come down from that experience, they see that everything is permeated by that. See, Shankaracharya, when he was asked, can you tell me your philosophy? And he said, yes, it can be spoken in a very, Vedanta is very simple. Sloka ardhena prabhakshami. I will relate to you, I will express to you, I will explain to you by Ardha Sloka, half of a verse, half a line. What is that? Very simple. Brahma Satyam, Brahman alone is true. Jagat, Mithya. This visible universe, which is always moving, Jagat, Gam Dhatu, is moving all the time, walking. Because it is walking, not steady, it is Mithya. It is not the same. But what about we? The universe we see. We are Jiva. The animals, the everything which have a life, which is moving. Jiva, consciousness is manifesting through their very existence. What is that? Jiva, Brahma Eva. It is Brahman only. You are seeing Jiva, but it is no Jiva. It is only Brahman. No Apara. Nothing other than that Brahman. So ultimately, experientially, it is not too different. One is the path of following not this path, and reaching the goal of life, which is the union with our real nature, real identity, real state of mind. And then reaching there, when we come down, then we see this whole world is nothing but that reality Brahman. But the Tantra practices, starting from here, try to see the mother's play, divine. Everything is a play of the Divine Mother. Everything is a play of that sweet, loving mother. Swami Vivekananda in his poem beautifully said, that sweet mother holding my hand, taking me to the odds and difficulties of life and joys and sorrows. She is taking me into that life's path to reach the ultimate freedom. So this is the mother, like a mother, holding my hand and taking every step to that realization. It is mother's play going on. Try to see. And given the example that Maya has a beginning, no beginning as I said, but it has an end as I just described. But Mahamaya is not like that. Mahamaya has no beginning, but Mahamaya has no end. So long Brahman remains, Mahamaya also remains. So long the fire remains, heat is inherent. You cannot put out the heat out of fire. Here is fire and here is the heat. Suppose you are a talented musician. You are the music, you are sitting here, your talent, I put it here. We cannot do that. Similarly, the Brahman and the Shakti, the Brahman and its power to manifest is inseparable. It is together all the time, from the beginning till end. So now, according to Tantra then, Mahamaya is there at the beginning. Before my birth, it will remain when I am here. When I will die, Mahamaya will continue this way. But only some mother plays with the children. How? Mother always plays. No. Sometimes with the baby, they dress up something way, make a face sometimes smiling, sometimes frowning, sometimes this. Mother is playing. But mother is always there with the child, with the baby. So, mother is the inherent source of all energy, but this energy is coming from the Brahman, the absolute, which is unconditional to conditional. So this is not two. The ocean remaining calm and ocean becoming wavy. It is not two. Same ocean, only one wavy, another calm. When it calm, we call Brahman. When it takes a wave form, we call the Shakti, which was in Brahman, gets matured or expressed that way. That's why it is called Trikalo Avadhita. It is in the 3 periods of time, Mahamaya, it is called Brahmamayi. She is nothing but Brahman. And the feminine gender, we put gender in all these things because we are human to make it understandable, no? As if man, woman. There is no man, woman in Brahman. Where will you find man, woman in the Brahman? Where is she and she in the infinite ocean of consciousness? Whether the ocean is perfect or it is wavy, you call he or she. We say it is he when he is Brahman Shiva. lying down in the flat, and Mother Kali standing on the chest. And there's a Shakti coming out. And that with that Shakti, the whole creation has come, and everything is permeated by Mother, and there is nothing but Mother. That's why they saw that it is called only the Brahmamai. It is only in the 3 periods of time, 3 kala abadhita, 3 periods of time, past, present and future. It is uninterrupted existence. Mother is there all the time. Whether it is in wavy form, Srishti comes, Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Karini, she is the source of creative force and creation time. Sthiti, when it is enduring in this way, she is here. And when these waves will drop, she will remain hidden, as if evolution and involution. It is coming from her that Shakti is getting manifested and Shakti withdrawing. So this is the whole universe. There is nothing but Brahman. Ultimately it is coming. Rather, Bhakta will say it is all Mother. Mother manifests her power and sometimes withdraws her power. That's why it is called the Brahmamai and Trikala Abadhita Sarupini. Maya in Vedanta has no paramarthik satta. That means absolute reality. Maya, as I said, Shankaracharya we heard the language, before experience, he had this Vyavaharika satta, this relative existence. Transactional universe and its existence was there. But when the knowledge came, this transactional universe is gone. What remains? That unchanging absolute reality that remains. But Bhakta want to enjoy it, hear it now, and try to see it is all the divine Mother's play going on. And going through that, they lose their identity in the Divine Mother in ultimate surrender. So, it is in varied Upanishads also, Brahman has been said that Brahman is witnessing, ikshan. That has been explained. This seeing, this glancing of the Brahman, as if Brahman is just some philosophical term. Brahman ikshan. Brahman, where is the eyes of Brahman? Like us, we have some human body, limited body, we need some eye, and eye sees and eye closes. The Brahman has some eye to open? No. Ikshan, it's called the just glancing, just wishing. And that wishing has been explained in the language called creative imagination by Woodruff. And that is creative imagination. It is not really there, but it is creative imagination of that absolute Brahman takes this form of this universe. And it manifests, this Shakti appears in the 3 forms. Jnana Shakti, Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. Jnana Shakti, the knowledge. I, Upanishad says, Eko Aham, I will be many. So some sort of coming down from his own level to know. That type of fine idea comes in the mind, cosmic mind, no? Jnana. Ichha. Then comes, I want to be many. That subtle desire. And then it manifests as Kriya, action. Jnana Shakti, Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti. That is the way this one appearing as many. Not 2 has happened. Suppose you are in your own room one day alone, and now you want to see, let me see how my face looks. So you just wish. The Ichha first in the knowledge, in your subtle way, knowledge coming, that you desire to know how I look. So you come out of your room and you have a room, because you are in your own home, you have put 1,000 small, different mirrors of different apertures, concave, convex, this, that. And you suddenly said, Jnana Shakti, First, it is knowledge, some idea came, I like to, something, some knowledge of separation. You are. But you are thinking to have some desire, just, and then you come, that Ichha Shakti, no, let me see, that desire, and pulled you to Kriya, in action. And when you come and stand yourself, who has created this mirror house? You. Sometimes you have created. But for Brahman, it does not need anybody to create. By wish, things happen. So he entered into him, and he is the reflection of millions of reflections of the same face. As this is an example, you can understand how the divine, to understand this philosophy, I do not know whether this is the only correct response or explanation. But this is the explanation, it makes a little sense that yes, the absolute can appear this way. And one, the same absolute, Eka Jiva. If you go to Vedantic higher stand, Eka Jiva, Jiva is only one, but he may be Eka, will manifest as many. Not manifest. All the reflections are nothing real. But it appears. But it is you only. If your face is taken out, there is no reflection. Withdrawn. The whole creation withdraws. Because you don't want to have Ichha Shakti, the desire, Kriya Shakti, action, and the Jnana Shakti withdrawn within you, then there is no image that if suppose there is a room separate from Brahman, but there is nothing separate from Brahman, but that creation also stops. That's why it is coming from Brahman, and Brahma Shakti. That's why Sri Ramakrishna said here, in the Gospel, Ramakrishna has given beautiful ideas about Brahman and Shakti are identical. But how much reason all of your life you do, unless you are established in Samadhi, you cannot go beyond the jurisdiction of Shakti. Even when you say, I am meditating or I am contemplating, still you are moving in the realm of Shakti, within its power. Therefore, if you accept the one, you must accept the other. It is like the fire and its power to burn. If you see the fire, you must recognize its power to burn also. You cannot think of fire without its power to burn. Nor can you think of the power to burn without fire. You cannot conceive of the sun's rays without the sun. Nor can you conceive the sun without its rays. No? So very clear example Sri Ramakrishna has given, that you cannot separate out sun. I put the sun here and the rays be somewhere else. Rays are the manifestation. Rays comes, that's why we see. That rays are sun. Sei Shurja. Swami Vivekananda has a beautiful Samadhi song. Lastly he says, the same sun, and this rays. Rays are the sun is the ray. You cannot separate out ray and the sun, two different identities. So it is all the Divine Mother. And here Sri Ramakrishna goes on saying that its primordial power is ever at play. This is the primordial power. And she is creating, preserving, destroying in play, as it were. This power is called Kali. Kali is verily Brahman, and Brahman is verily Kali. It is one of the same reality. When you think of it as an inactive, that is to say, not engaged in the actions of creation, preservation, destruction, then we call it Brahman. But when it engages in these activities, then we call Kali, or in other words, Shakti, energy, power. The reality is one and the same. The difference is in the name and form. So, Sri Ramakrishna continues to say that it is only one reality, and this mother is worshipped in different form. It may be Keshav. It is a discussion going on with Keshav Chandra Sen, and Keshav asked, Sir, please tell about how mother plays in different ways. Then master is saying that, with a smile, he said, she plays in different ways. And she alone is who is known as Mahakali. great mother, Nitya Kali, eternal mother, Shama Kali, Raksha Kali, protecting mother, and Shama Kali, Mahakali, Nitya Kali mentioned in the Tantra philosophy. When they are neither creation, nor the sun, nor the moon, nor planets and the earth, when darkness was enveloped in darkness, then the mother, the formless one, Mahakali, the great power, was one with the Mahakala, the absolute. So this is the Tantra perspective. It is all mother. When it is manifested, it is also play. It is a Shakti, the potential energy or power what is within is manifesting in the form of whole universe. And what we see, it is not to be rejected. It is not mithya, but it is absolutely true. It is there all the time. So worship mother and be a child. When you be a child, then your problem is gone. It's when child's care is a mother's care. Child does not think much. Child, what do you do? Child will only cry. Sometimes smile, sometimes cry. Any problem, child will cry. And whose responsibility then comes to take the suffering or the medicine, to bring medicine, to do anything is needed. Whose business? It is not child's business. Child only cries and says, oh ma, that's all. Or even cannot say ma, oh, all how the babies cry. They don't know the language even. Oh, I am having stomach pain. No, they don't know that. Oh, am I headache? No, nothing to say. Only cry or smile or with a toy. But it is only, then she is totally safe and sound. That's why Sri Ramakrishna said that bhaktas have two categories. One is of the nature of the monkey, kitten, monkey boy, baby monkey, and the kitten. So baby monkey is Vedanta. I will hold, I am Atman, I am holding on to the truth. I don't look at, and then baby monkey has greater responsibility. Because mommy will jump from one branch to the other branch. And mom's responsibility is nothing. The baby is to hold. If baby puts his attention this way, that way, and when mommy is jumping, then baby will crash. But the kitten has some special, this is Vedanta. So you take the responsibility, I am not the body, I will do this, good I, big I. I have the power, I can do that. It's not arrogance, but it is the real, true, genuine I. And then this kitten will say, hey, whatever happens, mommy, as Ramakrishna said, he keeps in a nice bed to the household. The baby will be very happy there. And the baby, mommy takes the baby and puts in a place, a dirty place. Baby remains there and only calls upon mew, 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 mew. So similarly, in our life, we are, those who are strong enough, they can take the either of the path, who is strong in which direction. It's not the question of higher and lower. Rather, for 90% people, how much we say, I am this, I am that. When my stomach pain starts, then we say ma. Is it not? When any problem comes and we cannot find any way out, we say, oh ma. No? In everyone, we feel that. So that is the way of a Tantra sadhaka, to see that mother's play going on. In frowning face, mother is showing you, oh ma, you come in a frowning face today? Oh ma, you come today with an anger face? Oh, today you come with a sweet face, with a loving face, caring face, affectionate face. Today you are giving a slap to me? What? This is your play, mother. What is going on? The child can enjoy the presence of mother. And Sri Ramakrishna was a child of God, given an example before us how to be a real tantric student and that identity as a child and mother. And there are different relationships, but Sri Ramakrishna emphasized on this idea that it is child is the best idea, mother and the child relationship. And also the surrender-wise and responsibility-wise, all responsibility is given to the Divine Mother, and it's all mother's play. You cannot do anything. That's why Ramakrishna said, even the leaf does not move with the will of the mother. You think I will do. Whatever you are doing, it is the mother working through you. Whatever happening in the world, it's mother playing. So Rama's instance, that Lakshmana, Rama wanted to, Rama's arrow hit that frog, and the frog was bleeding, and he didn't make any noise. Then Lakshmana said, why you didn't make a noise? Then he said, oh, I cry when others beat me. But when Rama's arrow hit me, to whom shall I cry for? So if we know in our life, that's a great protection. That's real ID. We have very limited power. Of course, we should exercise our best. That's a different idea. I am not coming into that point. But to real ID is to be a child of the divine. And that divine mother who is absolute, timeless, Mahakala. Inherent potential power is Mahakali, Mahashakti. And that manifested. Or you can Shakti, Durga, Kali, Shiva, whatever. Shakti, the power. And that manifested the whole universe. And here, we have the strength to say in one way, that is all play. Swami Vivekananda says, I am tired of this play, mother. I like to go home. And I cannot remember the lines, beautiful lines. My play is done. There's a beautiful poem by Swami Vivekananda. My play is done. I am tired of this game. I am tired. Mothers always do what they do. Mothers do. They give some toy. And nowadays, if you don't give a toy, either what is called the iPhone or iPad, then you cannot keep the baby anymore. You're at home, or any moment you cannot get out of that baby. No, you need a toy. And previously you had to purchase so many toys, but in one toy carries so many toys inside, so the baby can go on playing on that. And one moment comes, Ramakrishna said, the baby gets tired of it. Then you say, baby, take this. But he starts crying. I will go to mom, mommy. And whoever comes with how much prize, how much satisfying toys, you cannot cajole the child. I'll say, I want. That is called the point when we really merge into our real identity, the child and the mother and the child becoming same. So, thank you. This much we could find time to say. And it's a wonderful topic to think of the real idea of ourselves. Chiti rupena ya krishnam etad vyapusthita jagat. Whatever you see in this world, Chandi says, that is as a form of consciousness, moving, awareness, plant, life, bacteria, COVID. What are these? All where you see the infinite energy and power. Wherever, etad vyapusthita jagat, it is all this mother, it is divine mother. And that is nothing other than Brahman and mother. Okay, so we end here, and we are very happy today to introduce our Swami Sumanasananda ji. He is Swami, is the assistant head of Southern California, means the assistant head of this center, and the Hollywood Center, and the Trabuco Center, and the Pineal Hill, and all the San Diego. Also go to the Washington DC, go to Houston, so the assistant head means all the centers under. These are the recognized centers, and there are many private centers, big responsibility. So he has come here, we are extremely happy, and it's a great addition to us. And the Swami, say a few words, you can go on site. He has good, big career, active career. He has done so many activities and increased the activity of the Vedanta movement in different areas. He joined in 1978 with our President Maharaj Swami Bhuteshananda was initiated him, and he joined in the Jalpaiguri Center in West Bengal. And then he was the superintendent of the high school, superintendent and the principal of the higher secondary school, 12th grade school, 1980 to 84. And then he was 84 to 98 continuously in Ramharipur. There is another place in Bengal, is high school, upgrading the school, etc. Constructed new multi-storied buildings. Result was outstanding. That was his contribution. And he was the head of our, and then he in between went to Belur Math for training 2 years. That was 86 to 88. And then he became the head of one of our great educational institutions in the eastern region of India, which is called Cherrapunji, where the rain rains most. Our Ishtananda was here, he was also there. And that is the headship is a big thing. There are 68 schools under him, and 1,000 students, 300 teachers, 10,000 students, sorry, I am saying 1,000, 10,000 students, 300 teachers. Bah, see, to manage 300 teachers, schools, 68 schools, several school buildings, yes, in Cherrapunji he created value-based education. He started that program for the teachers and students. And in 7 states of Northeast India, he was the looking up the activities of the, what is called, Bhava Prachar or other things. And then in 2015 to 22 last he came here, he was the head and the president of the Ramakrishna Center of South Africa, which is 5 states, and Durban, Ladysmith, Newcastle, Phoenix, Chatsworth. And he also installed big Swami Vivekananda statues in public places, on the 5 places. Instrumental in the affiliation of one center in Lusaka in Zambia, and Belur Math. He reinstated that center, and he in charge of the Durban at a time. Both the centers he was as Lusaka as also here in Durban. The new center in Cape Town, he created a center, expanded the service activities in Durban with medical team, etc., etc. Lectured extensively throughout South Africa. So, only few words I have said. We are very happy to have him here with us, and he will be coming regularly to be with you as also with us, and gradually he will give us his wisdom and love so that what we need for us all as devotees and sadhus. Thank you. Welcome, Swami.
Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrittur Ma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from unreal to real, lead us from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge, and lead us from death to immortality. Om peace, peace, peace. Revered Swami Sarvadevananda Ji Maharaj, my dear brother Swami Hari Namananda Ji, and dear friends and devotees, I am extremely happy to be present here and being a part of this wonderful enriching discourse, this program, when we have been trying to introspect what actually our real identity is. And Maharaj has been giving discourse on this subject for the last couple of months in different places from different perspectives, Vedanta perspective and this our Tantric Shakta perspective. What is the difference? There is no difference. We unnecessarily fight and create something imaginary identity and think it is separate and that is separate. Shankaracharya very nicely has put it in one of his stotras. Vishwang darpano drishyamana nagari tullam nijantargatam. All this universe what we find outside, it is actually created in our, they are telling mirror. In the mirror only we see ourselves. But that is not real myself. I am here physically from relative point of view, not from absolute point of view. What I am seeing in the mirror. So we also create many things which is there in our mind and see it outside. If my mind is pure, I will say, oh, you are pure-minded. If my mind is something wrong, I will say, oh, this each and everyone is cheat. If I am a cheat, I will think others cheat. If I am pure, I will think others are pure. If I feel the presence of that divinity within, I will feel that the divinity is present in one and all. Sarvam Khlidam Brahma. That Brahman is present, immanent and transcendent also, everywhere. So wonderfully, Maharaj has been trying to make us understand what our real identity is. And this Shakti Puja, now we all are absorbed in Mother's thoughts. These wonderful mantras are there. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrirupena Sangsthita Namastasya 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Sangsthita Namastasya 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sangsthita Namastasya 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Sangsthita Namastasya Namaha. I salute again and again salutations to that Devi, that Divine Mother who is present, who abides in all beings in the form of that Divine Mother, that Lakshmi, good fortune, that Buddhi or intelligence, and also that power, Shakti. So, from Vedantic perspective, from Shakti, Shakta perspective, this Tantric perspective, Maharaj has been very nicely, wonderful topic and wonderfully presented. And I am very happy to be amidst you, as I said, and being a part of this holy organization created, formed, founded by no less than Swami Prabhuvanandaji Maharaj, a wonderful Swami, very, very highly respected saint, disciple of Raja Maharaj, the spiritual son of our master. And that has been continued by another Swami, Swami Swahanandaji Maharaj, whom I know very closely, where I got a little bit of my studies in one of the very prestigious college, Narendrapur. He also was associated in the formation period of that institution, Narendrapur, which was formerly located in one place of Calcutta, and he was student there. Swami Swahanandaji Maharaj, he is also a Chala, disciple of Swami Vijnananandaji, all Brahmogyanis. So, to be associated with such a prestigious institution, for us, what prestige outside, but worldly people understand, as Maharaj was telling, what is the distinction between man, woman, just to make understand, there is no distinction in the Atman. For us, no prestige. What prestige you can get in the Gita, in the Upanishad, wonderful stotras are there, that we are Atman. What else we need to know? If we know that, we don't need that. Yang labdha chaparang labhang mannate nadhikam tat. We don't want anything more. I know myself, my real self. I don't want a appreciation. Even if you appreciate, I am not elated for that. Even if you criticize, belittle me, that also I am not perturbed, I am not disturbed, because I know my real self. You are praising or criticizing this physical entity, which is always ever changing, which is unreal, because it changes. So wonderful ideas are there. I am very happy. Really, a wonderful center started by that Swami Maharaj also is serving this center 30 years. It is a good privilege. It is a good fortune for all of us to be associated with the Holy Order of Ramakrishna Mission and any such center which is a branch of that worldwide holy organization of monks. And it is in the name of the avatar of this modern age, who is the child of Kali, avatar. This avatar concept also is, it falls within the of jurisdiction of Shakti. Master Maharaj was quoting from the Gospel that Master is telling that this avatar and everything within the jurisdiction, so long you have that feeling of your body, you are within the jurisdiction of that Mahamaya, that Divine Mother. So, in the Chandi, wonderful mantra is there, Tang Vaishnavi Shakti Ananta Virya Vishasya Bijang Paramasimaya Sammohitang Devi Samastameta Tang Vai Prasanna Bhuvi Mukti Hetu. O Divine Mother, you are the Ladini, this creative power of the Bhagavan Vishnu, that ultimate reality. You can call it Brahman, you can call it Atman, Paramatman. So, you are that Ladini Shakti, Ananta Virja, endless valor, and Vishasya Bijang, you are the seed, root of all the creation, the whole universe. We are seeing it. It is from you only. You are the substratum. You are at the root. You are the cause of the whole creation. Paramasimaya, you are that absolute, supreme, great illusion, bringing delusion and illusion to the whole world, keeping them under the spell. Sammohitang, you have kept us under the spell. We are thinking, I am body, I am mind, I am this, I have a name. If you say Sumanasananda, I will immediately answer, yes. We are attached to our body, mind complex in the physical level so much, but we are not the body. In the Gita, Bhagavan was telling Arjuna, fight what you are thinking, who you can kill and who will kill you. Nobody can kill you. You are Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, your Atma. Have that idea, be established in that, and that is called Brahmajnana. And from ultimate devotion also is that divinity is present everywhere. Wonderful mantras are there. So we have got a wonderful spiritual legacy. Only we have to introspect, do japa meditation, try to live a pure life, love each other, and also accept this diversity, where behind which is their unity. Seeing the oneness. Tullo ninda stutir moni santusto yeno kenachit. Sthita progresso kavacha. What is the final understanding from the supreme devotion's point and supreme knowledge point? Actually is the same. One is telling it is formless, nothing. Another is telling it can take form. Whatever you are seeing, why you say this table is not there? Why you say this person is not there? Why you say this body is not there? Accept that it is there in the physical level. And that is nothing else but the appearance of that. It is she. So, this wonderful tattvas, if we, being associated with Ramakrishna mission, getting initiation, being a devotee, being admirers, followers of this Vedantic movement, we should all think of both this, harmonizing all these things. Sri Ramakrishna has come to harmonize Vedanta and this Tantra. He himself did all the 64 items of Tantra, which is very difficult to perform and experience. Sri Ramakrishna was experiencing either 1 day, 2 days, maximum 3 days. All the 64 items, which is your hairs will stand on your end if you read the master's life. That's the great master, and Revered Chetananji Maharaj has translated the same book in the modern English and giving the name Sri Ramakrishna and his divine play. Maharaj was telling this Mahamaya, this divine play, mother's play, the whole creation. But there is no difference between that Brahman and Shakti. Shakti and Brahman are identical. As the Holy Mother's pranam mantra we say, Jatha Agner Dahika Shakti Ramakrishna Sthita Hiya Sarva Vidya Sarupang Tang Sarudang Pranamamaham. Oh, Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother, you are inseparable, you are identical. One cannot. As the fire and its burning power cannot be separated, so also you and Sri Ramakrishna cannot be separated. I offer my salutation to both of you, in whose mind and in whom Sri Ramakrishna is there. Holy Mother's life. You cannot say. Holy Mother also said, do you think myself and Master separated? We are two? No. We are identical. Thinking of Holy Mother is thinking of Sri Ramakrishna only. And thinking of Sri Ramakrishna is thinking of the Mother Kali. Mother Kali is, Sri Ramakrishna is the child of that divine power, divine mother. His name is one, there is one book, the child of the divine mother, child of Kali. So, only it is a difference of perception, understanding. Some faith is there telling, no, we believe in God without any form. All right, they put some name to that God. This Vedanta and this Indian philosophy, so many philosophies are there. 6 schools are Shardarshan. Someone is trying to put it in from one perspective, another one is telling. But everyone is going to the same source. Sri Ramakrishna is telling we all are from 4 sides, we are coming to a pond. Someone is telling it is water, someone is telling it is aqua, calling it aqua, somebody is calling pani, somebody is telling bari, somebody is water, jal. These are all the utterances. In English, you are a lady. In Sanskrit, you will be a nari. But you are the same person. Water is the same, H2O. Why you are fighting and telling no, everyone has to accept that this is not, this is light. Somebody will say this is ava, this is light. And in another language, the name will be different. But the light is light, electricity, sun is sun. Somebody will say it is sun, somebody will say it is Surya. And he will say it is a burning item, something. And somebody says we worship it as God, sun God, because it is giving us life, heat, light, without which we cannot. So we worship that. Whatever there is in the nature, it is variety we are seeing, worshipping, but behind all these things is that one absolute reality, which is called Brahman, and in another theology, another perspective, another school of thought, another name is given. But ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. Truth is one. Scholarly people, different prophets, avatars coming in different ages according to the understanding of the people of that age, they call it in different names, but truth is one. So Sri Ramakrishna has harmonized all these ancient and modern, this Vedanta and Tantra, East and West, Karma, Jnana, Bhakti, Dhyana, all these yogas, and all the religions also. What faith you are telling? You are going, coming, trying to reach the same goal. I am also trying to come there. Each and everyone, knowingly and unknowingly. That is what Swamiji quoted in the Parliament of World Parliament of Religions. Wonderful quoting. Ruchinang Vichitra Drijukutilo Nana Pathajusangri Nameko Gammastamsi Tamasi Paisam Arnabiva. These different streams, rivers, starting in different places, points, sources, they are finally coming to meet, mingle its waters into the ocean, following crooked or straight paths. But all are coming to the ocean. We are all trying to realize that truth which is one. But our paths are different. Sometimes simple, sometimes crooked, sometimes this and that. And we should not fight on that, our whole energy. Rather, we should try to go to the goal, reach the goal, accomplish this in this life, which Sri Ramakrishna said the goal of human life is to realize the truth, know thyself. It is there in our Upanishad. Know thyself. Know yourself. If you can know, then your human life is fulfilled, contented. You should feel that, yes, my life being born is successful. So I am very happy to be associated with this Vedanta Center, founded by Most Revered Prabhuvanandaji Maharaj, and this legacy is being continued by the Swamis with the help of the devotees. Let us all try our level best to live a wonderful life, spiritually uplifted, and so that Sri Ramakrishna said in the Gita also, Bhagavan said, Arjun, you cannot, I will do or not do, no. You are a responsible citizen. Yad jad acharati srashta tatta devu itarajana sajat pramanam kurute lokastadanu vartate. You cannot say, I will do or not do, suddenly. It is not, don't be whimsical. Don't think of yourself only. That is selfishness. You are a responsible Kshatriya belonging to the clan of the kings. It is your duty to establish the dharma. If you don't fight, then adharma will rise, will be unfolding its power. And that is not the your plan of creation. Adharma is there, we know, but it must be always controlled. We know we have our lust, our greed, our anger, our ill feeling, our many things, shadow reviews are there, we know. But it will not be masters of us. We must not be slaves to that. It is all these things. Body is not my master. Mind is not my master. I am the master of my mind. If mind wants to do something wrong, if body wants to do something wrong, I will control it. That is human life. You are not a brute. Swamiji said, this life journey is from a beast man, brute man, to a Buddha man. We all have to. Buddha means enlightened one. And you have that power. Don't think that Ramakrishna was avatar, Chaitanya was avatar, Jesus was avatar, Buddha was avatar. They were all separated. You have the same potential, only you do not know. They knew, they did their best to manifest that. When it is not manifested, we call it Brahman. When it is manifested, we call this Shakti Vyakta and Abhyakta. Difference is there. We all have to manifest our that hidden power, latent power, which we are born with to unfold as a human being. And this Ramakrishna Mission, Vedanta societies are wonderful platforms to understand that. Shratabbo, mantabbo, nididhyasitabbo. That ultimate reality about that, one has to learn, listen to. Shratabbo, from Guru, from scriptures, from the seniors. Mantabbo, then you think deeply. Then Shratabbo, mantabbo, nididhyasitabbo. Then you dive deep into within yourselves. Meditation. Of all yogas, karma yoga, I am a driver. If I am not monoyogi also, at the same time a little meditative, that what I am driving, I am not fixing my mind in the direction, I'll crash, I'll do some accident, I'll meet an accident. I may survive or may not survive, I may be crippled. So, this monoyoga, meditation is necessary not only in dhyana yoga, path of meditation, this Raja Yoga, not only in Jnana Yoga, not only in Bhakti Yoga, everywhere this concentration of mind is necessary. And today we are thinking about the Divine Mother. May we all pray to the Divine Mother to feel the presence of that Divine Mother who is present in everyone. Most of the people, 99.99% people are unaware of their divinity and divinity in others, unaware of the godliness of the divine. They are thinking this world is matter and we will enjoy. They cannot enjoy this like brutes. One day when they are desired to enjoy for enjoyment through satisfying their gratification of their senses, they will also turn their mind to God, because this limited world cannot give that unlimited eternal bliss to us. Vedanta gives this avenue, big royal path to go forward with that ideal that yes, we have that source within ourselves. And we will try to all this good thoughts, meditation, good karmas. And as I told, Bhagavan said, you have your responsibility as devotees of Ramakrishna. We have the responsibility also to set blazing examples, living examples before others. So the people, Vedantic people, really they are real Vedantins. They don't have any discrimination of caste, creed, religion, Hindu, Muslim, Buddha, Christian, Jew, Parsi. I have come from Africa, African, American. It is not Indian. It is not that. Divinity is present in all, and we have to only realize that, following any path. So, it is a wonderful chance, opportunity for all of us. I am very, very glad to be associated with this. Wherever we are posted, we have to go there, and we have to feel that all our South African people are my everything. Now this American people, our devotees, they are our everything. We have to live together, we have to work together, we have to go forward towards the realization of that truth. about ourselves, our own self, together, and we will do that under the able leadership of revered Swami Sarvadevananda Maharaj. I convey my pranams to Maharaj. Maharaj loves me, that is why he was talking all these so many things. So it is everyone, when you are given a responsibility, each and everyone, all sadhus are trying their best, all devotees are also trying their best to do whatever is needed to reach the goal. And the goal of life is to realize the truth in ourselves, divinity in ourselves and in others also. Through the grace of the Divine Mother, may we all be free of that Maya. Ananta Virjatang Vaishnavi Shakti Ananta Virja Vishwasya Bijang Paramasi Maya. You have kept us under the spell of your this lower aspect. And Tangvai Prasanna Bhuvi Mukti Hetu. I am quoting from Chandi, same mantra, finishing. But if we can propitiate you, O the Divine Mother, then you grant us liberation. And liberation means joy. Joy of freedom, not any bondage under the spell of senses and any other thing. We are the master of ourselves, that divinity, feeling the presence of divinity within and without. So may we all pray that this is the Mahashakti's Puja. This day after tomorrow we will have Kali Puja, this Aradhana of Shakti, was started by Swami Vivekananda, and Sri Ramakrishna got everything through the sadhana of this Divine Mother. Divine Mother gave him the supreme devotion, gave him the supreme knowledge also, beyond knowledge also, Vijnani. That is also separate, which is beyond our Advaita philosophy. That also Sri Ramakrishna was Vijnani. That also we find in Sri Ramakrishna's life. So through the grace of the Divine Mother, we all will realize the highest goal, which is actually goal of human life in this life. With this prayer, I conclude. Om Janani Saradang Deving Ramakrishnang Jagat Guru Pada Padmita Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaskar to all of you.